All right, I hope this thing is working. What's up? Tim Sykes here. Trading from the airport. I am trading while traveling. I don't recommend this for newbies, especially, but I live a crazy life. I know these patterns inside and out, so I literally do trade from anywhere. And I just want to review some recent hot stocks and the community. I really want to give props to the community in this video lesson because I don't know if you're in my Trading Challenge chat room, but it is literally the best chat room out of any chat rooms that I'm in, and I see them all. I see a lot of like newbie short selling chat rooms that are just risking so much and they just don't even show all their trades. But the beautiful thing about the Trading Challenge chat room is that we show all our trades. It's not just me, it's also my top students alerting in real time, which is crazy, and I'm just so proud of the community. And I am proud to be able to trade from anywhere, even though I don't recommend trading from the airport or a lot of these third world countries that I go to. You can do it if you have to. And I think that it's a good example to show you, once you study and you get good at these patterns, you know them inside and out, you can do it later on, okay? Just don't get too cocky too early. There's a lot of lessons in this video. First, let me just give a few props to some students who profited. I made about $5 grand this week while traveling. Which is crazy, trading with a small account mainly. I'm trading with a bigger account in 2020, but that doesn't mean I'm going to trade big on every trade, especially when I'm in imperfect trading environments. I'm not just going to go big for the sake of it. I'm still going to use my brain because it is my hard-earned money, and I do donate all of the profits to charity, so I want to donate as much as possible. But here's Alex, made 264 on CEI. DR Sat C made 250. Jack Kellogg made 718 on MMNFF. First Green Day OTC. This has been a hot pattern lately. Here is David. He made 151 bucks on SES. That was a big squeezer before it failed. HM Stars shorted Yuma. Made like 50 cents a share, and he said, "Thank you. Timothy Sykes has been studying for 2 years, and your rules are money makers." They are more times than not. They're not perfect. Joey made 985 on SAVA. Too many tweets. Deontay made 6%, hit his goals. Red Wine looks like he doubled on INPX. That was a big runner. Will bought INPX at 31 cents, sold at 51 cents, made 200 bucks on a $300 investment. That's pretty crazy. And there's more. I just wanted to give you a little example. Here are my trades from the past few days. Basically $5 grand over the past week with the holiday in between and while traveling. Thought I was actually going to have a down day on Friday. NXTTF was the overnight play that I had, and the market opened really down. NXTTF is the first strong Green Day OTC play, and it's been spiking a lot into the close. So the first Green Day right here, I thought that it could have a 3 or 4 day multi-day run up like this. It did not. It had a red day, and it actually opened down, so I actually had a loss. So this is the thing with like these OTC runners. Also, leave a comment if you like trading OTCs or NASDAQ. There's no one right answer. I'm just curious. A lot of my top students like Jack Kellogg, myself, Dom, even Tim Grattani, Mark Crook, Michael Good, we love trading OTCs. Huddy, Kyle, we really do. So you can choose, but I think OTCs are easier, especially right now. But that's not to say that you're going to profit on every single one. NXTTF was closing strong, so I bought it into the close on Thursday. We had the whole market gap down on Friday with the Iran situation. Funny enough, NXTTF did morning spike after that initial panic, but I had already taken my small loss. When the market is down big and you're trading these OTC runners, like, you don't want to get caught in a panic. So I don't mind playing it a little too safely. That said, I made my money back on TRIL, dip buying the morning panic. This has been a runner recently, so you can buy into panics. I'll just show you a 100-day chart on TRIL, so you can see the big run up from 30 cents up to 160. So I'm always looking, this isn't an OTC play, I'm always looking for strong multi-day runners to dip buy. Or if it's like an OTC play, then I'm looking for that strong first green day. You know, CYDY was a nice strong first green day right here when I bought it in the 70s. It actually hit $1.05 the next day. I sold it a little too soon in the 80s. And then IPCIF was a nice strong first green day in here, and I bought this one and sold nicely. But anyways, small loss on NXTTF, just protecting myself from the overall market. I would do that the exact same way again. Small losses are fine by me. And then my morning dip buy on TRIL, got the panic that I wanted, took advantage of it, small position, but I made back the losses and a little bit more, and I actually finished up nearly $2 grand on the day because of this one, BRTX, which I want to go over in a second. This was going into the close, and this was a mess. I'm sorry for the typos. I'm literally like trying to trade while the Wi-Fi is going in and out. But BRTX was a strong first green day, and can't really see it in this chart, but I'll show you right here. Look at this. Okay, doesn't look like much in the chart, and it didn't finish at 1 cent. Ignore the. Did I just put it too high? Oh, I just screwed everything up. Hold on. Oh well. Well, this is also making video lessons while traveling. Not the best thing. But it did not finish at 1 cent. It finished right at the highs. And it had this big spike into the close. You can see this little late print. OTCs don't trade after hours. It's just a late print from earlier in the day. And you can see this spike happened. Can't even see the top of this chart, and I can't even like move my software. I'm an idiot. Oh, there we go. Big spike into the close when it took out the day high. It did not finish up, 120%. It was up like 300%. It was crazy. So when you're buying into the close here, you have the option of either selling before the close or, holding overnight. And I was perfectly willing to hold it overnight, except when it started getting crazy. And then I had to lock in profits. My last sell, like I'm making nearly 100% on my money inside of like 30 minutes. It's pretty crazy. I sold some. I was perfectly willing to like sell some into the close, but then it just kept going. And then you just don't need to take overnight risk, especially with the Iran conflict. Obviously, 3 out of 4 stocks follow the overall market OTCs. Hi, sorry, I'm literally at the airport. I was perfectly willing to hold this long over the weekend, but when it hit my goals, it hit more than my goals. And then you also have the Iran conflict, which anything can happen over the weekend. I just wanted to take profits. And I'm sorry, again, I sent out like the alert with the typo. I'm like trading fast, I'm typing fast. But this was a fantastic, runner into the close. And some people were surprised that I would buy, such a downtrending chart. I mean, first of all, it's downtrending, yes, but look at the volume, okay? Most of this downtrend, there's no volume. Almost all the volume is on the uptrend. And if you look at this chart, OWCP was very similar, where it was doing nothing, and it had a strong first green day, and that's when it really started going. So I don't know if this is the next OWCP, but it's the first green day, and there's very little risk buying the first green day on an OTC play, especially selling into the close where there's no overnight risk. But even if I was going to stick to my original plan of holding overnight, there's just not much risk, because this is how OTCs begin. As like every giant OTC run-up begins with, one first green day. So some people ask, why wasn't I buying BLOZF? This one actually does have a downtrending chart. This is a first green day on an OTC, but look at the volume, okay? The downtrend is on significant volume. And yes, this is a strong first green day. The volume is bigger, but there's still a lot of people who are in at these other prices. The other one, really, no one knew about it. Like, there's not going to be many bidder sellers, blocking the way up. So that's why I took BRTX and I was rewarded, and I made nearly $2 grand, and now, $5 grand on the week. Small gains do add up. But more importantly, I'm sorry, on this video lesson, it's tough to do a video lesson from the airport too. I just wanted to go over this thing, important new video for my trading plan in 2020. I'm not always going to trade with a big account, okay? I'm going to wait for the best plays to trade big. Otherwise, I'll still trade with a small account. So I'll let you know when I'm trading with a big account, and obviously you can see my position size too. But I'm willing to trade with a big account, but I'm not going to force it. And especially I'm a little rusty too. So in one of the blog posts I said I'm going to trade with $1 million, and then in the video lesson I said 500,000. I still don't even know. Okay, I have 500,000 right now in the account. I kind of want to take it, one trade at a time. There's no need to really just try to get all this money quickly. Okay, I want you to start thinking about this as a marathon, not a sprint. And frankly, if you do this the right way, you start with a small account, you build your account up gradually. That's frankly better. I think, because then you get used to taking bigger positions along the way rather than just going all big at first or, small and then going all big. It's good to gradually increase. One other point I wanted to make, the chat. This is the challenge chat room. All of our chat logs are timestamped and archived so you can go back and read it. But the challenge chat room, this is just one day's worth of commentary. And I just want to bring up like Croy Runner, because he had all of these comments over the course of the day. Let me just go up to the top so you can see. Tim Grattani is my most successful student, okay? And the fact that, I don't know why it's only picking up 220, but if you go back and look on January 3rd, Tim Grattani, nearly $9 million in profits. He made nearly $2 million last year. He's answering everyone's questions. Michael Good, one second. Michael Good. I don't know if you can hear me, whatever. Michael Good even said, stop badgering him with so many questions. He's just back in the chat. He just had a baby. Don't go crazy. And then everyone ignored Michael Good and just started asking him questions. This is what I love about the challenge chat. And to Tim Grattani's credit, he doesn't have to answer questions. He's busy trading, especially with his big size, but he loves giving back to the community. And him, Michael Good and Mark Crook, and now, Jackaroo and Dom and Kyle, literally almost all of my top students are in the challenge chat room every day answering questions. And it's just crazy. And they've all been on fire. So I'm very grateful, even when I'm traveling and I can't always answer questions. The challenge chat room is en fuego. And thank you, Tim Grattani. Look at this. Grattani, Croy Runner, Croy Runner, Croy Runner. Just answering a ton of questions all day long. So go back through the archives if you do have challenge chat room access. Look through January 3rd, 2020. You can see all the Q&A. Very useful. And if you aren't in the challenge chat room, I'm going to include a link just below this video to get in my challenge. Make sure you have the right mindset, though. No lazy people. No people who just want hot alerts. It's all about, wanting to learn gradually and to join this kind of tight-knit community. That's why you have to interview. That's why there's, a cost. We want you invested in your education. A lot of people aren't right for my challenge. And that's not to say that you're going to be bad traders, but the challenge creates all of my best students. And it's because we weed out, frankly, people with the wrong attitude, people who aren't ready to really dedicate themselves. And it's okay if you're not ready. A lot of people have full-time jobs, full-time school, a lot of family commitments. Maybe they're just not into it. Maybe they think I'm a scam. They're just I'll give it a chance with some video lessons or some alerts, but I'm not really committed. That's fine. You choose your commitment level. But those of you who are in the challenge, you know how awesome it is in the chat room. Please take advantage of it. And again, also, when Tim Grattani does poke his head out of from his newfound fatherhood, and Mark Crook is answering questions and Michael Good is answering, just go easy on these guys because they're trading, they're still profiting. I don't want them feeling overwhelmed so that, they never go into the chat room. Just try to understand it from their point of view a little bit. I love all the questions. I love Tim Grattani for answering everything, but I'm going to, just reiterate what Michael Good said. Take it easy a little bit. Don't be like this spoiled fat kid who just goes into the candy shop and just eats all the candy. You got to pace yourself. Eat some broccoli too. It's good for you. But anyways, congrats to everybody on such a week. INPX was such a big winner too. I didn't even trade that. There's too many freaking plays. INPX, ONTX was a solid first day. That one's a potential player. IBIO is grinding up. So there's a lot of plays. I'll do a watch list later on, but I just wanted to do this video to recap some awesome tweets, some awesome students in the challenge chat room, some $5,000 in trades for me and answering some questions. I have no positions overnight. I got to get going to my flight. But thank you, everybody. Leave a comment too below if you like OTCs or NASDAQs better. There's no one right answer. I'm just curious what you like. Have a good day.
Hey, Tim Sykes, millionaire mentor and trader. Thank you for watching my videos. I hope that they help you. I want to share everything that I've learned over the years. You can check out more videos right over there. And also click subscribe so that you can watch all of these videos, get that knowledge, and become my next millionaire student.